Welcome to Lead with Clarity. This is a space for leaders who want to grow without losing themselves in the process. Each episode is a short reflection on leadership, influence, and the inner work that shapes how we show up for others. It's not hype, not noise, just clear thinking for the journey of leading well. Today's episode is entitled The Scoreboard Changes: Why Great Leaders Prioritize Growing Others. Here we go. There's a moment in every leader's career that most people are not fully prepared for. It happens quietly. No announcement, no ceremony, but the rules change completely. You get promoted. You take the title, and suddenly the skills that earned you that seat are no longer the primary skills that the role requires. Jack Welch said it well when he said, "Before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself. When you become a leader, success is all about growing others." Let's let that land a little bit. Everything that got you here, the expertise, the results, the personal discipline, that was the prerequisite. It was the entry fee. But leadership is a different discipline. And the sooner you recognize that, the sooner you can actually lead. Here's a leadership moment I want you to sit with. Think about the best manager or leader you've ever had. Now think about what they actually did for you. Chances are they didn't just assign you tasks and check your work. They saw something in you. They pushed you in directions you were not sure you were ready for. They invested in your growth when it would have been easier to just keep you performing in the lane that they needed covered. That's what leadership looks like in practice, and it's harder than it sounds. Here's the common misread. A lot of leaders hear "grow others" and interpret it as a management technique. They add a few one-on-ones to their calendar, they give a little more feedback in performance reviews, they check a box. That's not what Jack Welch meant. He was describing a complete identity shift, a fundamental reorientation of how you define success. The reframe is this: your job is no longer to be the best performer in the room. Your job is to make the room more capable than it would be without you. That is a different mission entirely. And most leaders struggle with it because nobody formally tells them that the scoreboard has changed. The leaders who get this right tend to share one quality. They are genuinely curious about the people around them. Not just their output, their trajectory, their potential. They ask better questions. They create space for people to think out loud, to take on more responsibilities, to fail forward. They treat development as a daily practice, not an annual event. Here's the carry forward reflection I'd like to leave you with this week. Think about the people you lead right now. If each of them were to leave your team tomorrow and go work somewhere else, would they be better leaders because of time spent with you? Would they be more capable, more confident, more self-aware? Or would they simply be good at the tasks you assigned? Jack Welch built GE into a leadership factory because he believed that answer mattered, and it does. The best thing a leader can leave behind is not the results. It is people who have grown beyond what they thought was possible for themselves, and that is the scoreboard that matters.